heard somebody scream, and can you please send somebody to help?
All units be advised, we've gotten a call for a screaming individual
on the Brookland campus and saw someone running from the scene.
That's all we have at this point in time.
I was transferred to Brookland Middle School. That was my primary assignment. And during this year, I got a number of teachers coming to me, or a number of students coming to me, said, tell us about police work. Then he finally said, why don't you just open a police club? And I sat down, thought about the idea, and did. We called the Criminal Justice Club for all the students who have any kind of desire or interest to be a law enforcement, first responders, maybe even go in the military.
You can never have a case that's too solid. You can never have too much evidence.
There was a teacher, Mr. Hickey, he's a science teacher. Again, nothing to do with law enforcement, but I asked for assistance, and he was helping me from day one. And the club was very successful. This club was done for students who have questions about law enforcement, have questions about the whole criminal justice system.
Today, we have a very, very special guest. All right, again, he wears a different uniform, but he has a badge. He's a police officer, right?
It was tremendously important to have a club like the Criminal Justice Club, another opportunity for our students to engage and to find another reason to be excited about coming to school. It was a fantastic thing. It also allowed our students to have a different perspective. Some of them came to the club with different interests, different reasons to want to be connected to the Criminal Justice Club, and they all were able to pull something from it. Amongst the faculty and the adults in the building, they definitely enjoyed having another outlet for students that were curious about this topic. I think that they saw the definite value and worth in it, because, you know, if you're part of the Criminal Justice Club, you ought to be on your minding your P's and Q's.
The number one rule of the club was respect. I promised to the students that I'm going to show them nothing but respect. Everybody who's going to come to talk to a student is going to show them respect, but at the same time, students are going to show them respect back. And they asked a number of questions and made them understand what police officers do, why they do it, and the most important thing, they understand the reason why we do stuff.
Why don't we want a false confession? And we would put potentially the wrong person in jail for a crime they didn't commit, right? That is terrible. That is maybe one of the worst things that in my position I could do.
I'm hoping this message not just going to stay with them, it's going to go to the community. They're going to talk to the parents, they're going to talk to their brothers and sisters, they're going to talk to their friends, and they're going to explain to them, hey, police officers have a reason why they do police officers, not a bad guy.
What's a SWAT stand for? Does anybody know?
With the day one, I asked them what they want to see, and obviously they want to see the SWAT truck. They want to see canine officers with the dog. They want to see a bomb squad. All those things happen.
All rise. The Honorable B. Craig Duncan is now presiding. Court is now in session. You may be seated.
We have a judge came, Judge Duncan came, and it was actually a fun experience because when he walked in the classroom, and his deputies came, and his deputies said, all rise, and the kids kind of got scared for a second. They didn't know what to expect. They get up, and the classroom became a courtroom, so I think they enjoyed this stuff.
I am a judge in the General District Court at Henrico.
We have a chief of police, Chief English, Eric English came himself, and it was fun to see him interact with the students, because for them, police officer is a police officer. Major, chief, captain, sergeant, it doesn't matter. They see a uniform thing, a police officer. But explain them he's in charge of the whole thing. So I think it was a different experience for them. That it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who you are, it doesn't matter where you come from, it doesn't matter if you're male or female. It doesn't matter if you speak good English or you just learning how to speak English. You can achieve anything you want to be. If you have a dream to be a police officer, you have a dream to be a criminal attorney or a judge, you can do it. They went on a field trip. They went to the courts. They went to see how the criminal justice system actually works in a courtroom settings. They went to a training facility where they see what police officers being trained. They also went to the public safety building at the police station, and they see what detectives do, and they see forensic detectives.
Because if you're 70% truthful, you're 30% lying.
So I think it was a lot of fun experience for the students.
Do you always listen to your parents when they tell you to do something?
No.
Okay. So based on my results and the questions I've asked you, you are a truthful person.
We had an incident on campus where the teddy bear, we actually took a stuffed animal teddy bear, was found with some trauma, and we split the kids in 3 groups. We had a group of kids who were officers on the scene, first officer when you get the call. We had detectives, who was a second group when they come investigate the incident, and we had a group of students who were criminal attorneys or defense attorneys. They were doing stuff.
This is part of your job to definitely make sure we don't see anything else.
So on that particular day, we had criminal attorney Mr. Niall Bazaki came. He was helping out with the students who were prosecuting.
Until then, I want y'all to keep continuing your investigation, see what we can come up with.
And we had students came, they put the yellow tape, they collected evidence, they took the pictures. So they did everything what happened in real life, plus also they did everything what they see on TV when they're watching those shows. But the only difference is they did it themselves.
We got a teddy bear that died right behind that shed, and there seems to be a name tag and a rock.
It was so much fun for them because you look at the faces, each one of the students was so excited. They were, in their mind, they were detectives, they were police officers, they were criminal attorneys, they were prepared to be defense attorneys.
My role was being a first responder officer to the scene. My favorite part was probably asking questions to the people because it was kind of asking real life as how police officers ask questions. I learned when we did the criminal scene with the teddy bear, I learned how to respond to a case, to how to properly manage it and how to ask questions because some of the things I didn't know and I learned like a lot of things.
Three weeks after they investigated the incident with the teddy bear, we have enough evidence. We talked to a criminal attorney. One teacher, we accused her of the crime what she committed. She was charged with the crime, and obviously in our system, you're innocent till you're proven guilty. So that particular afternoon, the library became a courtroom.
All rise. The Honorable John K. Hunter now presiding. Court is now in session. You may be seated.
All right, good afternoon. All right, this is Commonwealth versus
Ms. Hill.
Ms. Hill. You want to read the charge? You're charged with murder in the second degree. What's your plea?
Not guilty.
Not guilty. Okay. All right, so we'll have a trial.
We have a criminal attorney, we have a defense attorney, we have witnesses, we had a suspect, obviously, and it was as real as possible can be.
I saw the lady walk in and pick up a rock.
Do you see her right now in this courtroom?
Yes.
Tell me swear testimony you give today, be the true self you got.
I do.
All right.
So what were you doing? I was going for a walk. Why did you pick up the rock? It was a pretty rock.
We found suspected weapon of killing the bear, which was the rock.
I'm a forensic scientist, and my favorite part of it is seeing who the killer is. There's definitely more of a wider set of people than just like police officers and firefighters. So I guess the more people I've learned about and like the corporations and people that are involved with the criminal justice.
Your Honor, we want to introduce more evidence from a specialist specifically.
We secured the surveillance camera, and at the end of the day, it was just an accident. It was an industrial accident, and Mr. Teddy Bear got, hurt because of his own negligence.
Based on the evidence, and I'll find the defendant not guilty.
I'm pretty sure they enjoy this thing more than anything in the world because this is a real thing as much as you can be. This is what it's all about. It was a blast. I think everybody have a real good time. and it was a very educational experience.
Well, I definitely want to see it continue and continue to grow. I think that they've got a great program started. A lot of the connections and partnerships are great. If those can continue to expand, just getting to get a bigger picture of what criminal justice entails and what it can be, because I think it's a very valuable part of our community.
I want to pursue a career because I want to keep the community safe with all things that been happening around. I think no one should deserve losing a family member, so that's why I want to pursue it in a criminal career.
End of the day, I want young adults to understand what police officers do and understand that police officers are there to build a strong relationship with the community and protect the community. If we have to do it with our lives, we'll do it with our lives.
Oh, I brought you right here. Have a good day, okay? Bye, Kaylin.